Ryan, I don't know which Ryan it is, someone who commented on a YouTube video here. Ryan. Great name, if that's your name. How important nowadays is it for an OS to have an app store? I know that it has and will continue to be a good thing for Apple. Would it help Windows? Well, it has been a great thing for Apple. It's been an okay thing for Android because, I say okay because the fragmentation, and I don't want to get into that right now. But I think it's going to be an even bigger boon for the Windows ecosystem than it ever was for Apple, for a few different reasons. One, now Microsoft is going to make money from those purchases. They did, by the way, and I've mentioned this in earlier videos, have somewhat of an app store, a download website, long before iOS was on this earth, but they abandoned it, unfortunately. But they had it. They had something like an app store. But I think, on a level that hits closer to home, Microsoft, with this app store in Windows 8, is going to be able to control what's in there. So, much like if I go to the App Store on Mac OS X or on iOS, I know that Apple has vetted that. Meaning I'm not going to get anything that's going to destroy my computer because they've, gone through all the testing and they've done all that for me. Awesome. Peace of mind. And finally, Windows will have the same thing. So I'll be able to tell my parents, you can download whatever you want as long as it's from the official Windows App Store or whatever they're going to call it. And granted, its name may change over time. But as long as they're going through the official store, Microsoft isn't going to let junk pass through there. Doesn't mean that all the software there is going to be awesome. Still could be crap software that free or paid, it could be junk, and I would say that for any operating system. But the chances of them, completely destroying the computer with the wrong piece of software, I would say is minuscule, infinitesimally minuscule, if going through a source like Microsoft to do the vetting process. So I think it's absolutely a good thing. There's been similar app stores within Linux, Android. Although, like I said, if someone or a team is not, culling through the available titles in that library, you can still have problems. One of the reasons why I think Apple's approach to the App Store is the right way to do it. And for anybody to say, oh, I like Android because it's open. Oh, really? How's that Honeycomb open source software? The ice cream sandwich open source software. Oh, I'm sorry. You really can't have access to those bits right now. Sorry. I don't make the rules. Google's having to clamp down on some of their processes because they realize open doesn't always work. So, yeah, being able to go through an official store in some capacity is going to help. I think it'll cut down on a lot of the junk that people install on their computers. That's great. I think it's awesome. Not to say that you wouldn't want to install anything, beyond that. If you want to, go for it. I would tell my parents never to do that. Only get what's available through one particular location. That would be a vetted location, like an Apple store. Not physical store, but I mean like the iOS App Store, the Mac OS X App Store. Either way, that is something very powerful that Microsoft is finally understanding. Genius move. I think it's great. Awesome. Okay, I don't normally do this, but I got to show you. This is awesome. I'm doing my video here, answering the question of how important nowadays for an OS to have an App Store. I think it's very important. And my TV... And many of you guys may have missed the original videos. I'm trying to turn this around. Sorry, this is a little cockeyed. But look at that. I've got a software update for my TV. And there's the live video feed too. Got the so I've got to update my TV here as I set that back up to. Don't know if it's exactly the same angle. I'm a little off there, but oh well. Leave your response right here if you want on my desk, but you'll have to email it to me. Chris@Pirillo.com, because physically handing me a letter is just antiquated. Join us in the chat room if you want. That was what was behind the system update thing. Hang on, let me get that going here. I know, I should wait until after I'm done with the video, but can't wait. New software update. Can you name the operating system that was? Good luck. We'll see you later.